Hey everyone, it's Rachel from Douches Psychological, and this week my blog topic is stress compression syndrome. I am really excited to talk about this. I think it's the perfect time with it being kind of the end of year, holidays, exams, just a lot of really big stressors on us right now. And so kind of being aware of stress compression syndrome can be really helpful to help maybe decrease some of the impact of it. I'm also really excited to talk about it because this is my term that I've come up with to describe what happens when we remove a bunch of stress. And so it really came from, in the medical world, in physical injuries, we have things like compartment syndrome and crush syndrome. So for example, let's say a building falls on your leg, going big and dramatic here. A building falls on your leg, it's relatively okay until they remove that building. It's not great. I'm not saying it's great, but once they remove the stress, that building, your body is flooded with a bunch of chemicals and they have to be able to stop the impact of those to help save the person, really. And so stress compression syndrome is my mental health version of this. And it happens when we have a lot of really big stressors on us, or just even a lot of little ones, and we have a lot of stress. And we're doing okay, we're not doing great, but we're doing okay. We're regulating our emotions for the most part. We're not breaking down too much. We're not forgetting too many things. And it's okay-ish. And then someone removes one of those stressors, or a project comes to completion. You finish all of your final exams, and everything starts falling apart. This is the stress compression syndrome. You remove the stressor, everything starts to fall apart. I find that, when I'm in this kind of stress compression syndrome, I almost feel a little bit lost. I don't know which way is up. Definitely a lot more trouble regulating emotions. Little things are gonna set me off easier. I'm gonna be more forgetful. And so why is this happening? The stress is gone. Shouldn't that be a good thing? Well, not really, because what happens when we're stressed, our body is pumping out so many chemicals to just keep us going and keep us in that fight or flight state. And then, we don't need it anymore, and everything drops way down, and it takes a while before we get back to homeostasis and balance things out. So what do we do about this? How do we avoid it? Well, really, taking care of ourselves in the stressful period is the first step. Making sure we are reaching out to our supports, doing our self-care, saying no when there's too much going on, and not taking on more stress. And then once the stresses are done, and you find yourself in stress compression syndrome, it's about self-care again, compassion, and just giving yourself some grace, understanding I just dealt with a lot of stuff and I just need a minute. I need a minute to breathe, and that's okay. We never give ourselves the chance to breathe and take a break, and we need to, especially when you're recovering from all the energy that went into being in that stressful state for so long. So stress compression syndrome, it's what happens when we remove the stress. It's when we remove the stress and everything gets a little weird, gets a little wonky, and it feels like everything's falling apart maybe. So if you are dealing with a lot of stress right now and you need some support, or you're dealing with stress compression syndrome, the aftermath of that stress, reach out to us and we will definitely be happy to help in the various ways that we can with our counseling services. Sometimes it's pointing you into directions of some of our useful other blogs. So everyone, take care. I hope you're doing okay with all the stresses that come with the end of the year. And till next time, bye.